Jared Goff has been on a team with a Super Bowl roster before, and last time in L.A., the formula for getting over the hump was trading Jared Goff for a QB upgrade.
Whoa.
The Lions should follow that formula is kind of what I'm thinking.
Huh. Aiden coming in hot, bro.
Oh, my goodness. That's a very hot take from somebody just talking just like nice and chill.
Never even thought about that.
My God, that was Chris Boswell isn't the only serial killer around here. Okay.
I like the cut of Aiden's
All right,
jib.
Aiden, like, who are they, what are you,
who they get?
Who are they getting? What are you looking for? Who do you think's available?
Well, if you want a specific name,
Yeah.
I know you're going to say this guy's untradeable, but I'm looking for teams that don't have a real shot, but they do have a quarterback, and it's the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, Aiden, just keep going. Did you plan him? Chris, this sounds like you on Overreaction Monday.
No, but I'm jealous I didn't think of this.
Aiden in New York City. Damn, man.
Dropping bombs on.
Chilling out. Just like, you know what? Like, Goff's the problem.
Hold on. Let's talk this out. What would it take?
Let's go for a team that has a quarterback that has no chance, and he names the Bengals and get Joe Burrow to Detroit.
I mean,
Damn, man.
Or get Matt Stafford back if he's healthy.
Yeah, I mean, the Rams have quite the chance. Yeah. Aiden, where have you been all our lives, man?
What is the deal,
you
though?
Have a follow-up question?
What would that hypothetical trade look like? What are the pieces involved?
I got 2 words for you.
You have to trade the Tigers?
Herschel
Who
Walker.
Else? You have to trade the Tigers. You got to trade the Red Wings.
Yeah.
They don't have a hockey team in Cincinnati, right?
No, I mean, like pizza? Axel Foley would have to go into that trade.
Yeah. I love
Mumford,
it.
You know,
Aiden,
Mumford,
thanks for the call. Please call back, Aiden. That was awesome.
You know what we need
Goff and like 2 1s and some players?
No, we need now, Chris? We need Jeff to call because I know he's in the barbershop, and I want to know what the guys in the barbershop right now because I know they're watching. I want to know what Detroit fans think of that.
All right. First of all,
they were both on quarterback.
Not going to stop
summer.
it. First of all, the Bengals have a chance. A. B.
To do what?
Stop it.
To do what?
I'm on the subject of the Lions here. It does not help.
It didn't look good.
Hold on a second. It does not help if the narrative is Ben Johnson's the secret sauce, and he's gone, and the Lions are going to be starting from scratch, and it's not going to look great, and their chances of winning it all are over because Ben Johnson's the guy who turned Jared Goff into an elite quarterback. Forget about what he did in Los Angeles. Doesn't help that narrative when you have the fewest yards per play in a game, 3.8 yards per play against the Packers. Fewest yards per play in a game for the Lions since before Ben Johnson was the offensive coordinator. 3.8 yards. That's the fewest yards in a game since Week 6, 2021 against, wait a minute, Cincinnati and Joe Burrow, their future quarterback. It's crazy. Crazy. And if that is the narrative, by the way, Jared Goff's interception.
I'm coming around to this idea, by the way.
Jared Goff's interception in Green Bay was in the red zone. Something he did not do in 166 attempts in the last 2 years. Didn't do it last year, didn't do it the year before. And Ben Johnson, he was the one who told him don't throw interceptions in the red zone? Is that what happened?
No.
And again, if this is the narrative, and it is, and if this was game one of the Lions without Ben Johnson, how's it going to work when their next game is against Ben Johnson? Oof. And the Bears in Detroit next week. I'm just going to say this because it did feel like one of those body swap movies of the 80s and 90s, like Freaky Sunday.
Just like,
okay? Because the Packers looked like the Lions did over the last few years. And I know the Packers went into Detroit and ruined their Thanksgivings. I understand this. I get it. But at the end of the day, the Lions are the 15-win team. And at the end of the day, the Lions are the ones who spoiled the party for the Chiefs and then went on some sort of massive roll into the NFC Championship game. Packers never got that far. Now you got to figure it's different, where the Lions are the wild card team and the Packers are the kings of the North, and they're the ones who have a chance to win the Super Bowl and go to the NFC Championship game first, obviously. And that's the sense of it. And just one game. But maybe, just maybe, at the end of the day, the Packers are just that good. How about that? How about the Lions aren't going to look that way against the Bears because the Bears aren't the Packers? And the Lions aren't going to look that way in week 3 at Baltimore, because they're going to be able to put points on the board. They're going to be able to roll their knuckles along with Sonic to a defense that gave up all those points and yards last night.
I mean, Lions.
I got it.
2-5. 2-5 into the bye week.
The Lions are home against Cleveland, and then there's that big game for Aiden in New York at Cincinnati. Maybe the Packers are just that good. Maybe they are that good because they've been planning for this moment and they pulled the trigger on Micah. They were the ones who got aggressive. Did you hear, speaking of Cincinnati trading, did you hear Ian Rappaport's report on NFL Game Day Morning that the Bengals tried to do it first to get Micah?
Really?
That would have been fun.
Or, pardon me, my bad. Incorrect. That the Packers tried to get Trey Hendrickson first.
Oh, right.
The Packers tried to get Trey Hendrickson. And that was rebuffed because apparently Cincinnati wanted Kenny Clark, and I guess it wasn't good enough for the 30-something pass rusher who led the league in sacks, but it was good enough for the 26-year-old because he's 26, and he's Micah Parsons. And he played 29 snaps with a bad back and still affected things, including the coup de grace sack. And he also lets the locker room feel like management feels like it's our time. Not like they might not have believed it, but in the personification of Micah Parsons. And that is something that is a massive wave of support that the Packers are going to surf on. And they surfed on it, and they stomped the Lions. Stomped them. Micah had this to say afterwards about his last few weeks winding up in Green Bay.
Super relief. I'm telling you, like, these last 6 months was super draining, super toxic for everyone. I mean, it's something that, I don't think no player should have to go through. I think players' fate should be decided earlier. I think the fact that I was traded a week before the season, it was really outrageous and rough. It's something where I could have been with these guys getting better and better, and we could have had probably even more dominant start, if that was the decision we was going to make. So I'm just happy that's behind. These guys embraced me. They believe in my talents. They believed in me, and I'm just going to give these guys everything I have because I know what's at stake. I know what they gave up for me to be here, and I'm going to do what it takes for us to win.
And so now we could turn the page until week 4 when they're playing the Cowboys. That'll be something. That'll be something. Next up is Thursday night against Washington. Real quick turnaround here. What a big game that is on Prime Video. Al Michaels just left our studio before the Packers visit Cleveland and then Dallas, then a bye. Before the Packers welcome Joe Burrow and the Bengals into their house. A couple of road trips at Arizona and then the motherlode visiting Aaron Rodgers. But they looked great. They looked complete. They looked like the best team in football yesterday. I'll tell you that. That's what they looked like for 4 quarters.
That week
6
game could be against Jared Goff and the Bengals. Let's just be fair.
Stop it. Aiden in New York coming in hot saying Goff needs to be traded. And that, how about a team with a quarterback that doesn't have anything to play for on that team? And I'm like, who could that be? Like, which team is going to be in the top 5 of the draft? And then he mentioned Cincinnati. Okay.
Very good.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.